Hey, everybody. It's another cool day of recovery. I'm Eric. I'm just looking at some insight that I just got. It's really interesting. If you spend time in morning and evening meditation and prayer, step 10 and 11, the right answers will begin to come and things will start to happen. So here's the thought I had is that what was what was it like before there was machines? Like um, like with the invention of machines and buttons and microwaves and even things are more technology than I had as a kid. But I was thinking when there was no machine to produce something, say like there was no, you know, machine to process wool or to build something or saw something, everything had to be done by hand. Was mankind less mechanistic in his thinking or her thinking? Like we just saw things differently. And I guess to say what I'm trying to say, which is coming out difficult, is that we tend to think in terms of machinery. Just in my short life, what if we use phrases like, oh, I need to get your input? Well, that's a computer term. Or download something, you know. We use this technology, and so the technology shapes our thinking. It's how we think. Like with texting, sending information back and forth, it's kind of like, okay, I sent this and back and forth. And it's not like the same conversation we had in person. So setting all that aside, you would get up and in the morning and you would go to the farm and get your food, and the eggs would be there in the barn, and you would go crack them and open them up. There was no real machinery. I mean, maybe you had a churn or something to make something, but let's assume that mankind had kind of a simpler relational, closer to the earth kind of experience. When they interacted with God, they probably saw God more like a person than a machine. And I think what I'm saying is that maybe we struggle in recovery because we see God from a mechanistic point of view. If I do all the right things, if I push all the right buttons, then God will give me what I need. And that's how machines work. They always seem to work. It's amazing that, a microwave, you just push the buttons and it works. If you get in the car, it just starts. If you push this, the window rolls down, or you do that, the TV comes on. You change channels. We live in a world that I'd say 99.9% of the time when we do something, it works. It just works. It's just automatic. Yes, the internet can just lose a connection. Yes, the car won't start sometimes. But for the most part, we do something, we manipulate or push a lever or a button or something, and it works. With God, I think we're going to run into trouble if we think I'll do all the steps correctly. I'll just do this. And now I'm not getting my product, which is sobriety. That's a that's kind of, I think, why we're frustrated. I think this is why we struggle. We can go, well, what am I doing wrong? And most of us are bright enough to go, well, it's not God's fault, because if the internet's not working, we blame the internet, you know. But we know not to blame God. So then we go, well, I'm doing all the right stuff. Why isn't it working? Perhaps that our mindset is just off. Maybe we're just to humbly come before Him and interact like He is a real person, which He is. He just happens to create the universe and have all power, all knowledge, all love. But if we approach Him in a personal manner, just like interacting with other persons, we will take our time. We understand that this isn't something that's it's an instant result. Like I don't really, hopefully I don't interact with my own wife saying, okay, I'm going to do this and now I'm going to get some product, some kind of experience. Yeah, no, it's a whole different dimension. So these were just some thoughts. Leave comments or questions. I think it's a very cool thing. I have to say it's helped me understand things a little bit better. But I only know only a little. So you take care. Have a great day.